Very good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn about arts and sculptures of Vijayanagar Empire. We already studied about literature and religious harmony of Vijayanagar period. Now, today we are studying about art and sculpture. Vijayanagar kings given a huge contribution to art and sculptures in their period. The Dravidian style in art was enriched. In their period, the temples of those who built them were built in Dravidian style. So, a great historian, Percy Brown, he was a great historian, visited at the time of Vijayanagar period. He stated about the art and sculpture. What he told, after observing all the art and sculpture, he stated that the temples of Vijayanagar period, the temples, monuments and sculptural statues, observing all this, he observed all this and told Vijayanagar was the evolutionary form of Dravidian style. Evolutionary means gradual development. It was the evolutionary form of Dravidian style. Dravidian style developed in the art and sculptures of Vijayanagar period. Many beautiful temples are built in their period, especially some of the important here. These temples are built with strong granite rocks. In Vijayanagar period, the temples are built with strong granite rocks. Especially Kalyana Mandapa, Virupaksha temple in Hampi, very beautiful and attractive one. Virupaksha temple built in Hampi. Virupaksha temple, Krishna Swami temple, Kamal Mahal, it was also called Lotus Mahal, and Sringeri's Vidya Shankar temple. These are the important temples of Vijayanagar period. Now also we can see these beautiful temples in Hampi. My dear students, these are the some important temples of Vijayanagar period. What are the features of these temples? What are the features of these temples? Look here, one by one. The features of temples of Vijayanagar period, which means Vijayanagar period. First one, very spacious enclosures. Main features of Vijayanagar temples are very spacious enclosures. Large, spacious means large enclosures. Second one, high tower. The temples have high temples include all these very wide marriage hall, wide large marriage hall, meeting halls also, and spring pavilions. Spring pavilions means having fountain. That those pavilions having a fountain, those are called spring pavilion, and these were the pictures of Vijayanagar period. Which are the pictures of the temples of Vijayanagar period? You have to write. The pictures of temples of Vijayanagar period are very spacious enclosures, high tower, very wide marriage halls, meeting halls, spring pavilions. These are the important features of the period of the temples of the period of Vijayanagar time. You may see here next page Vidyasagar, first one picture Vidyasagar temple of Sringeri here stone chariot Hampi, Ganapati, statue of Hampi, idols of Narasimha, Hampi. Beautiful temples and statues were built in Vijayanagar period. Where we can see, in other places where we can see the temples of Vijayanagar period, especially Kalahasti, page number 10 you look, first para, Kalahasti, Srishail in Andhra, Tirupati, Chidambaram, Srirangam in Tamil Nadu, Kumbakonam, Kanchi, and in other places we can see Vijayanagar period temples in these places also. Kalahasti, Srishaila, Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh, Chidambaram, Srirangam, Kumbakonam and Kanchi. Here we can see the beautiful and attractive temples built by Vijayanagar kings. Art and sculpture of Vijayanagar can be found. There also they built beautiful temples. Look at the box there, Lepaksi temple, which was called Shaivas of Ajanta. Lepaksi temple was called, it was described as Shaivas of Ajanta. Ajanta was well known for its cave temples. It was Ajanta is very famous. Lepakshi, this temple was called Shaivas Ajanta. How Ajanta is world famous for its cave temples, its beautiful sculptures, art, paintings. Thus, Lepakshi temple was very famous. It is called, it is described Shaivas of Ajanta. How Ajanta is famous? This temple is famous for the relating to Shaivas arts. Here, in the Lepakshi temple, related Shaiva Dharma's pictures were carved here. Shiva Purana sketches of the temples, Vijayanagar period. This was built on the roof of the Virupaksha temples. Marriage hall, scenes of Dashavatara and Girja Kalyana were carved. Virupaksha temple, there on the roof of the Virupaksha temple, upside, and in marriage hall, there scenes of Dashavatara relating to Dashavatara pictures were carved on the roof of Virupaksha temples and in marriage hall. Here you can see stone chariot of Hampi. It was one of the beautiful sculptures of Vijayanagar period. And Narsimha and Ganapati above pictures. First one Ganapati picture, and second one is idol of Narsimha Hampi. Narsimha, that statue was broken when the enemies attacked on Vijayanagara. They destroyed the temples. Here we can see the broken statue of Narsimha. These are the monolith stone sculpture. Monolith means big, huge stone sculptures, very big statues. These are very big statues of Vijayanagar period. Dakshinadi music was introduced. It was now called Carnatic music. Dakshinadi music. Dakshinadi. A new form of music was introduced in their period. That was Dakshinadi music. Now it is called Karnataka music, Karnataka Sangeeta. This form of music now reached every common people of India. Means it reached most of the people. It is very famous form of music. Purandardasa and Kanakadasa, these were the famous poets of Vijayanagar period. They composed many hymns. Hymns are, in their hymns they praise the God. Many songs were composed by these great poets, Purandaras and Kanakadas. Purandaradas and Kanakadas. Purandardasa and Kanakadasa. These two great poets in the period of Vijayanagar. They contributed lot to the period, lot to the music. My dear students, thus the achievements of Vijayanagar kings we learned one by one. First, administration, social status, economic status, literature, religious harmony, art and sculptures. Thus, they given a great contribution in the field of these all, especially art and sculptures. Thus, a great empire. We learned about a great empire. My dear students, you read the lesson in your home. I will send question answers and copy those question answers and read well, and also prepare for your exam also. So work hard. Also, I already told, once in 2 days you find difficult words meanings related to your subject lesson from the dictionary. So saying, now I stop here, and until then, goodbye. See you in the next class. Thank you.